Hi, this is Lady Lex UK. This is a very sad video, and I'm sorry this is not going to be much fun for everyone. It certainly isn't any fun for me. The new rules that have been issued by YouTube have caused me some great concern this week. And I've had a lot of thought about what I can do and what I should do. And to be honest, it's still a bit up in the air. Nothing is very clear about whether I can even continue to make content on dreams on my channel. So those of you who are not aware, earlier this year, the Federal Trade Commission, the American government body, successfully sued YouTube and Google for $170 million. Because they had illegally posted ads targeted at children on the platform. And the reason this has come to light now, because obviously this has been going on for years, is that the Federal Trade Commission, under pressure from children's rights groups, changed their rules regarding what they regarded as privacy content, and they included cookies. Now, before this time, the Privacy Act was really about children putting in their names and addresses into forms and things like that. It stopped websites from obtaining their names, addresses and phone numbers. And that seemed right and proper, and that was protecting children. But now they've decided that a cookie that is dropped by every website on the internet to allow various features on the website to work also is somehow a privacy concern. It identifies a user by dropping a cookie on their laptop, PC, device, etc. And as such, YouTube would be liable. Now, they thought they were safe because you have to be 13 to have an account on YouTube, but the FTC argued successfully in court that children under 13 were using their parents' accounts to access YouTube, and that YouTube knowingly were promoting child-directed content and knowingly putting ads in front of them, which they were. Now, that all seems perfectly reasonable-ish, I guess. Yet YouTube should never have accepted all of this under 13's content onto the platform, and they should never took the money from advertisers to advertise to those children. They knew it was against the law. They thought they were covered by their 13 and above account situation, but they weren't. And they've paid the price, but now so do we, because YouTube have changed the rules, and the FTC have been given complete free rein to put their own bots on the platform to seek out content that they believe is child directed. Now, if you go to the FTC's website, what they regard as identifiers for child directed content is so wide reaching, it could possibly affect every single video on YouTube. It is that nebulous. And if their bots are programmed in anything like the definitions, so for example, animation, all animation is kid directed. If a website contains the words such as games, play, cool, duh, it's like, seriously? The words whatever? Any of those are uttered in your video, you're in danger of that bot finding you as having kid-directed content. Also, bright colours, characters that appeal to children. All of these things are so nebulous and so far-reaching. And if you look at Dreams content, my goodness, Dreams content, things that people make on Dreams would absolutely fall under the category of kid directed. You just look at Frederick the Fox, a nice cute little fox character in a jumper and a hat, right? Kids. Pip Gem Walker is a sloth that picks up gems. Kids. Ruckus is a cute little dinosaur that destroys a whole city by eating and munching and looking cute. Kids. All of this stuff. Even if you look at Media Molecule and all the stuff that they use to promote Dreams early on, and also the stuff that they use for their tutorials, Connie and Cuthbert and things like that. Kids. There's no way you can get around it. Dreams content, things people make, are generally cute, kid-orientated looking things. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, that the game is going to be rated as a teen game. The closest rating it will get in Europe is a PEGI rating of 12, and that puts us in an issue, because a PEGI rating of 12 is within the kid area according to American law. So they could turn around and say, well, it's got a PEGI 12 rating. 12-year-olds are entitled to watch this. Therefore, it comes under the category of kids content. So you've got the vast majority of of stuff in Dreams coming under kid attractive content. And that's regarding all of the horror and first-person shooters and blood and gore and movies about suicide and mental illness and cancer and all the other things that appear on Dreams. Regardless of that, because Dreams has this other content, that's this kid-friendly side of it, which is the majority of stuff, I don't think you could stand in court and say, yeah, my stuff is definitely not aimed at kids. It's going to be a nightmare. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make a pick of the week anymore because of this ruling. Now, my tutorial stuff, programming, etc., I might get away with that, but tutorials on animation, I might not be able to do that anymore. The word animation, even in the title of a video, could cause the bot to mark it out as child content. And because we're talking about bots, and because there might be on-the-spot fines, and because appeals and etc. are notoriously bad through YouTube, I don't feel safe. I don't feel remotely safe. So here are my options. I could mark all my videos as made for children. And you'll go, okay, well, fine, no problem. Just mark it as made for children, you've got a problem. But what this will do is that it will make my video pretty much invisible. It will no longer be available on search. It will no longer be available in playlists. It will no longer be available on notifications. It will no longer come up as recommended. So if you currently wait until you've got a notification to say I've put a video up, you won't get that anymore. If I mark it as made for children, you won't get that notification. You won't know that I've put a video out at all. Nothing will happen. You would have to come and visit my channel specifically in order to see my content. I'm going to lose views hand over fist. I can't monetize. I don't monetize anyway, so that isn't an issue for me. But the big thing that I think is totally detrimental is if I mark it as made for kids, I lose all the comments. That means you cannot thank me for putting your game in there. You can't discuss the games that I've played. You can't make suggestions for other games that I should look at. You cannot ask me, make requests for tutorials or anything like that. If I mark it as made for kids, I lose all of that. All of the communication with you, which is a disaster. I need those playlists as well for my website. Dreamschool.co.uk uses YouTube videos almost exclusively because that's where people make their tutorials for Dreams. If those go, then my website's useless and you've lost all that tutorial content. This is absolutely terrifying. I really don't know what's going to happen here. this could be the end of promoting dreams on YouTube. It could be the end of YouTube. Let's face it, because everybody is going to be subject to this, and everybody's going to be scared every time they put out a video. Have I got too bright a colour in there? Have I said a word that the FTC will regard as kid-friendly? Even if you swear in a video, it doesn't save you. If anything, it makes it worse, because they said that you've produced content that is aimed at kids and then you swore at them. That's a no-no, you know. So you'll probably be under some other rule or regulation that they could fine you for. So it is an absolute nightmare. Now, my other option is to market as for adults only. Now, adult content on YouTube tends to be stuff that has violence, nudity, adult themed stuff, and as such it's under restricted. You can't monetize that content, and in order to view it you have to be logged in. So you can't be a casual viewer of the video. You have to be a logged in user to see it, and I believe there might even be messages come up to tell you that it's restricted content and do you want to watch it every time. Now that is an option. I could do that, but I don't know. That doesn't really sit particularly well with me, because I don't feel I make adult content. I don't make child's content. My audience is all 18 and above. All of them are. So I wouldn't lose any of my audience other than those that currently do not have a login in YouTube. They just casually watch YouTube. I will lose all of those viewers. But I don't know whether that's an option. Let me know if you think that's something I should think about doing, making my channel adult only, it seems ridiculous. And the third option is to wait it out. Mark my channel as not made suitable for children. Plaster my videos with disclaimers and warnings saying this is not aimed at children. If you are a child under 13, please go away. That sort of thing. See if that helps. I don't even know if that would even make any sort of difference, but in a court of law, so I tried everything to say that this content was not suitable for children, and they said, yeah, but your thumbnail suggested otherwise. It's like, I don't know what you could do. It's a terrifying situation. The only other option, of course, is to just not make any more videos and shut my channel down, and I will lose everything that I've put up, make private until we know what the situation is. That's an option. Now, everything doesn't hit until January the 1st. So, I think my tutorials are okay, but I've got no guarantee in that either. So, it might be that they are looking for content on certain games that they'll determine as being kids things, and anything that's marked up with dreams might be part of a list. You don't know, and they're not going to tell you either. They're not going to say, if you don't have this, and this, you'll be safe. They won't tell you that. So nobody is going to know. It's just, there's going to be test cases where they start suing people. I don't want to be that test case. I don't want to be one of the poor people that gets done with this. It's a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. YouTube has been my life for the past 5 years, and at the moment I just don't know what to do. So I don't know. Please leave in comments below what you think I should do. At the moment I'm thinking I'm going to have to list everything as made for kids, take the hit and not have comments, and I think if I have a video that is listed as not made for kids and is just a page for you to leave your requests and comments on, I think that might be okay. So that you can leave comments and requests for stuff on there, and you can comment about videos that I've posted during the week or whatever. That's I call it discussion of the week or something. That won't be flagged as kids content. We can probably get away with that. But let me know, what do you think I should do? I've talked to other dream creators, and everybody's very blasé about it. They don't think this is a big deal. I can't understand that. If there's plenty of videos on YouTube that tell you it is a big deal, and it's going to affect everybody, and gaming content in specifically is really affected. So, right. So leave your comments below what you think I should do. So here are the 3 options. Mark it as 18 and above only. Lose the ability to casually watch. You have to be logged in to watch. I won't be able to monetize. That doesn't bother me. So don't make that part of your criteria. Mark it as made for kids. You will no longer be able to comment. You will no longer get notifications. I won't be able to monetize. Again, doesn't bother me, but we will lose comments. I will have to create a special area for you to comment on stuff. I'm sure that would work. Maybe that's an option. And the third one is to write it out. Leave it as not made for kids and see what happens. That's the scary one. I'm sort of erring on the side of doing that to wait and see what happens, but then again, I don't think they're going to give you a 3-strike warning or anything like that. I think it's a case of, like, if they think you've marked a video as not made for kids and it is made for kids, they fine you. Dumb. And you could appeal and saying, well, I didn't think it was. I don't see what defense you've got. It's really difficult. So that is scary. So but please, I'm interested in your thoughts on it. So thank you for watching this video. Please comment. I do need to know from you guys, because you're the guys that you're going to be affected by this, my decision. Because my other option is, of course, is to shut the channel down completely, and I'm sure none of you want that. So yeah, please let me know, and I'll catch you in your dreams.